Okay, like the title says, in this video I'll be showing you how to remove the exhaust system from a LS650 Savage or a S40 Boulevard. It's going to be the same process. I'm going to show you this to begin with the exhaust system already removed. For me, when I'm learning how to do something, it helps me out if I can see what it looks like when it's already finished. And it will help you hopefully not make a couple of mistakes that if you're just trying to do this on your own, that may happen. Now, you're going to be removing two 12mm exhaust studs there. You're going to be removing these two 17mm acorn nut heads, and on the back side of the muffler you're going to be removing two 12mm bolts or nuts off the back of a bolt. Now you want to start from the front of your exhaust and work your way back. You don't want to take these 12mm out and leave the whole weight of that muffler, because it weighs a lot hanging there, because you can bend your feed pipe there. You can cause some damage to the studs in the head, and you definitely don't want to do that. So at the front here, this is what your exhaust is going to look like up against the bike. And it has, I'm trying to do this with one hand and still not make a crazy looking camera angle. This is what the exhaust studs look like that's going to go into the head. Those are 12mm. You have one there and one there. And these down where you're going to be taking these 17mm acorn nuts off. The reason you need to do that is because if you can look at your bike, you can tell there's an exhaust shield that you need to take off. And just take those 17mm the bolt heads off, nuts off, and take that off, and then put your bolts back on there to hold it if you're going to do some work on your exhaust. These bolts go all the way through the motor mount to the other side, so if you need to put a like a pair of vice grips like we did here to hold that bolt while you turn that acorn nut, you may need to do that. Now, the reason I say that we took this off so you could look at it to begin with, a lot of people that try to take the exhaust off themselves, you can reach under the pipe there and feel, and what you're going to feel is you're going to feel these two 10mm bolts here, and you think that's probably part of the exhaust, and it's not. That's mounts to hold your brake lever and wiring there, so you don't want to take that loose. It's not going to hurt anything if you do take it loose, but it's just an extra step that you don't need. And so right underneath this would be that big chrome muffler there. So just on the back side of that would be those two 12-inch studs. And that's what they look like there. And they will have a bolt on them. And you just simply take that bolt off that and pull your exhaust loose. Now once you get it loose, you can take the muffler off if you need to, if that's what you're replacing, but you cannot remove the muffler without removing the whole system. The reason is you have another 12mm compression clamp on the end of this exhaust that holds the muffler that we just looked at on there. And when this is installed from the factory, that 12mm stud lines up just right under that casing. So there's no way you can take that loose correctly. I mean, I'm sure there's some way you could rig up something and risk damaging your case. But you know, real close to that oil glass and stuff, I wouldn't want to do that. It's just easier to take the entire exhaust system off, and then you can take the clamp off here, and that exhaust will slide off of there with a little bit of persuasion. It's never easy just to slide off of there. So that's how you do it. Remember, start at the front, work your way back. That keeps all the pressure off of those exhaust studs down there. It keeps it on the muffler, so you don't have to worry about damaging anything. You're going to need 12 millimeter, either open end or deep socket, and you're going to need a 17 millimeter open end or a deep socket. So that's how you remove the exhaust on a LS650 Suzuki Savage or the S40 Suzuki Boulevard. Same, very close, similar bike, and that's the procedure you do to take that exhaust off. All right, thank you guys for watching.